Can we talk about moving on when it comes to the Laker roster? Some moves that need to be made, right? That should be made and addressed. Magic Johnson suggested one. He said in an interview with AM 570 in Los Angeles of Dennis Schroder, I don't think he's a Laker. That's just my opinion. I don't know if they're going to sign him back or not. I don't think he brings the winning mentality and attitude that we need. He had a chance to show that in this series, and to me, he failed in this series. Failed was the word he used. In 6 games, Dennis Schroder averaged 14 points a game, just slightly under his season average. He shot 30% from 3. That's a problem. 40% from the field, another problem. 2.8 assists per game as well. Is he, the problem with the Lakers?
I don't know that he's the sole problem with the Lakers, but clearly when Magic speaks, I'm going to listen because it's just not coming from out of nowhere. It's coming from somewhere. When you're that dialed into an organization.
Still?
Absolutely still.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Just because the way he –
Well, he had that awkward exit from the
I was going to say the way
franchise.
he exited didn't mean anything. That was more of a Rob Pelinka kind of that was how he dealt with it.
Okay.
But he's so dialed in, I'm listening. Whether it's coming from Rich Paul.
LeBron Incorporated. Yeah.
Or coming from Magic, I'm listening. And I think he sees something that says to him that they're probably not going to sign him back, especially at the numbers that was reported, even though he said that was never the case.
Mm-hmm.
You got to listen to it. It's Magic Johnson.
Jay, when you hear said about a player that he doesn't bring the winning mentality and attitude we need, he's not talking about talent, is he?
Well, when I hear that, I go back to a bigger body of work than just one playoff series. And I'm curious, when Magic comes on our show, when we get a chance to talk to him eventually, what he's referring to, because it can't just be about, hey, you being a no-show during the first round of the playoffs. I'm not sitting up here defending Dennis Schroder at all. I mean, there was one game he had a donut. He didn't really step up to the level you expected a guy of his caliber to step up to. But one of the things I do know is that Dennis Schroder was also coming off 2 weeks of having COVID, right? Like, I've seen the way COVID affected Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum was not himself for a long juncture of the season before he started to start rolling. So, there's complexity to that as well. So I would think that Magic, it was just interesting hearing saying he's not a Laker fit. He failed the test, which is a one playoff series, but you're wondering there has to be more there that would make Magic say that than it just being one playoff.
Winning mentality? Like, when you say something like that.
That means since you've been here, you haven't been on the same page.
Yeah, you got to look at deeper than just that playoff series.
Agreed.
For sure.
As pros, if I said about either one of you, I don't know if he's got that winning mentality. You're going to tell me that, you're going to take that personal. That's
but it's weird that you would say he failed the playoffs, but instead of saying he didn't bring the winning mentality since the time he's been here.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I get confused with the statement. Yeah, he's not a Laker.
Not a Laker. I mean, that's, again, I would feel a certain way if somebody said that about me, right?
I mean, I'm whatever team pays me.